Hi everyone, happy almost Thanksgiving. It's Jen here, and today I'm going to share with you 4 ways to manage your gut health this Thanksgiving and through the rest of the holiday season. So Thanksgiving is supposed to be a joyous time of year, a very fun holiday where we have good company, good food, and indulge a little bit. But for people who suffer from stomach problems, it may not be that joyous. It can be very stressful. And so if you suffer from any type of stomach problem, I'm here to help so that you stress less and enjoy more. These 4 simple tips that I'm about to share with you are going to help you get through this holiday, hopefully with minimal stress and with a little bit of grace and a lot of ease, so that you can really enjoy the holiday and not worry about having to run to the bathroom or be curled up in a ball in pain after you eat, or even look 9 months pregnant when you're not. So if you've been there, you know exactly what I mean, and let's get right to it. My first tip is to prepare ahead of time. I always say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So this is especially true if you have stomach problems and you're going to someone else's house to enjoy their food and you're not hosting Thanksgiving. If that's the case, then you're gonna definitely want to prepare ahead of time. So whether that's simply asking your host what they are serving, what they're planning on making for Thanksgiving. And if you don't know what kind of allergens or ingredients are in the certain foods, then just ask. People should be understanding of your health condition, and your health is honestly more important than feeling uncomfortable asking somebody what they're making. So that's just a simple way to get the question out there in the open so you're not surprised when you get there and there's nothing that you can eat. If there is nothing that you can eat, then you're going to want to bring some dishes of your own. And it doesn't have to be your own personal food. You can bring dishes to share with everybody there that they'll also want to eat. I've done this millions of times on different holidays, different occasions, and people always end up eating whatever I bring anyways, because it's not like I'm bringing cardboard. You can make food that tastes good and meets your needs. So for example, you can bring some gluten-free stuffing. You can bring a vegan dessert made with almond milk or oat milk or soy milk, some type of non-dairy milk. And you can, simply bring some vegetables. People love vegetables, and usually no one has vegetables at their Thanksgiving feast. So, bring a couple of roasted vegetables. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Really all you need is a protein, a side dish, and a dessert. And usually most people can eat the turkey, so you don't even have to worry about the protein. Just worry about bringing a couple of sides that you can have and enjoy with your turkey. And then dessert, a lot of times dessert is hard when we have stomach problems. Most stuff has dairy or gluten in it, or eggs or whatever. So you're just gonna want to bring something that you can enjoy as well, so you don't feel so left out. And like I said, most people will eat your desserts as well, so don't feel bad. And if you're hosting, what you can do is make a couple of dishes that meet your needs and, avoid allergens that you are intolerant to. And then the other half, you can make food that everyone else can eat and enjoy, and you'll just have for them, the typical normal types of dish. If you're not a baker, you can always buy stuff outside. So there are so many options of simple, easy to make desserts nowadays in stores. There's Simple Mills, which is my go-to brand for gluten-free kind of vegan options. They make pre-made brownie mixes, flours, cake mixes, cookie batters, that all you have to do is add the extra ingredients and you have a dessert that is super healthy but super delicious. Simple Mills has simple ingredients, so there's never any additives or anything crazy that we can't tolerate. If that's not an option, still you can go to Whole Foods. They have so many options, vegan, gluten-free, to choose from that you could just buy. Or you can even call up your local bakery and see if they'll make those options. A lot of times they will, and you'll be surprised. Tip number 2. So you're gonna want to stay calm and stop stressing. This is really important because I know how stressful it can be just thinking about having to go somewhere else and eat someone else's food and not knowing what's on the menu or what is going to be there for you to eat. That's why number one is really important, so that you're not stressing and of the unknown and you're prepared ahead of time. But if you're still stressing, you're going to want to relax, just try and do things that are going to calm you down, because the stress is going to make things worse. It's going to irritate your gut and cause you to feel like you're in this sympathetic state, and it's going to wreak havoc on your gut and cause digestive issues more than just eating the food by itself. So take a few deep breaths. Important to, especially before you eat, you're going to want to take a couple of big deep breaths so that you can relax your central nervous system and prepare for digestion. And if that doesn't work, there's some other things you can try. So meditation, 5 to 10 minutes a day, great stuff. You can follow a guided meditation or simply set a timer, put on some binaural beats, and just zen out for 5 to 10 minutes. That doesn't work, or if that's not your thing, you can try some CBD oil. You can take this internally. They come in tinctures. You just put a dropper full under your tongue and just relax, some deep breaths, let it hit your body and get into your system so you can calm down. Other things to try are some relaxation yoga. You can go for a walk in nature. You can dance, sing, get some exercise in. These are all really good things. You can also try some calming teas, passion flower, chamomile, lavender, or some come in capsules that you could just take like that. Those are all great ways to help relax the body. But super important, try not to stress too much. I know it's hard, but it's going to go a long way. If you're under control, if you have your emotions under control, you're more relaxed, because stressing, again, is just going to cause more damage to your gut. Tip number 3 is to use gut support supplements. So you may not know what supplements are best for your gut, but I can recommend what supplements I use, and you can take this with a grain of salt, but these are things that I find work for me and in general are good for supporting digestion, helping heal the gut, and all that great stuff, so we don't end up with bloating, indigestion, acid reflux, gas and whatnot. So here we go. Number 1, I use bitters. So I try to use this on a daily basis just to help support my digestion, but it's going to be really important on special events and occasions when you need it the most. You need kind of more support. So it comes in a bottle or a tincture, and all you need is to put really a dropper full or about a quarter teaspoon into a glass with a tiny amount of water, because you want it to be very bitter. You want it to be just slightly diluted. You're going to take this before meals, and what it does is the bitterness helps to stimulate stomach acid production so that you can better digest your food. Second supplement I'd recommend, and this is a new one that I just discovered recently in CVS, which I was surprised, but I am a fan. It's Maddie's All Natural Acid and Indigestion Relief Capsules. So this is something that contains apple cider vinegar, coriander seed, turmeric root, ginger root, and clove bud. And these are all supportive nutrients for digestion and help reduce inflammation. So you can take 2 caps with meals to just promote better digestion and help relieve any indigestion or acid reflux. Great stuff. The next one I'd recommend is digestive enzymes. So these, when we often have stomach complaints, it's because there's some type of dysfunction and things aren't working as they're supposed to. So our body is supposed to naturally produce digestive enzymes to help us break down food. But again, when we have kind of are preconditioned to have some type of dysfunction, our body isn't going to really produce them as much or maybe at all for us to be able to break down food properly. So by just supplementing with them and supporting our body with digestive enzymes in capsule form, we can help to support our body to digest and get the job done that it's supposed to do on its own. So you can take enzymes either before or during meals to help with digestion. A couple brands I like and would recommend are Enzymedica. I don't know if that's how you say it, but they're Enzymedica, Digest Gold, doTERRA, Terrazyme. They were sold out last time I checked, but I really like them. And Amy Meyer's Digestive Enzymes. So there's a bunch of different ones that you can try, but those are just a few I've tried and I like. Next, I love this supplement, and no, I'm not a rep for doTERRA, but I do love their supplements, and they kind of put me on the whole gut health thing. So I would recommend doTERRA Digest Zen. It is a capsule, but they do have the essential oil, which I don't really love. This is so easy and really supports my stomach, and I don't go anywhere without it. I've used it for years, and it just helps me so much when my digestion is not ideal or I have an upset stomach or anything like that. You know, it's a good alternative to kind of Pepto-Bismol or any of those other things that help to relieve upset stomach. I like I said, I love it. It comes with a lot of different nutrients in it, again, that help support digestion, like fennel and caraway seed oil and a bunch of others. So check it out. Another doTERRA product I like are the Chron capsules. So these are a little bit different as they help with detoxification. They help, the one that I have is a whole food blend of extracts that help cleanse your body and work with assimilation and elimination. And no, I don't mean like a quick cleanse or detox where you'll be running to the bathroom. It's really just to help open up your pathways and your organs so they can function properly and help you, again, with digestion and moving things along so you don't blow up and look 9 months pregnant. Last one for supplements is activated charcoal capsules. Again, another go-to for me because it's important, especially if you struggle with constipation and things aren't moving the way they should be. You're gonna let those toxins from foods that you ate and maybe don't tolerate sit in your belly for a lot longer than they should, causing bloating, gas, pain, all that bad stuff. So what charcoal does is it draws out the toxins from your body, and you know, I use this really on occasions when I eat things I'm really not supposed to, but you know, we all gotta indulge a little bit. We all gotta live. So on special occasions, it's okay. It just helps move things out quicker than your body would be able to do on its own. And it's not gonna make you run to the bathroom or anything, so no worries about that. But just take it with a lot of water and avoid taking it around other medications or supplements because it can reduce the efficiency of and absorption of those as well. So these are my go-tos. You know, as always, don't take this as medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting any new regimens or supplements or a specialist because they could interact with medications you might be on. Just make sure before you start. Okay, my last tip number 4. This is an obvious one, but we all forget to do it. Drink plenty of water. Water is good for the body. We need it to stay hydrated, but we also need it to help us detoxify and move things out of our systems. So, you know, I would avoid drinking water around meal times because it can dilute your digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid, which is your stomach acid. But all other times throughout the day, please make sure you're drinking tons of water, you know, especially if you're going to be drinking alcohol, which I'm sure most of us will. You even more so want to stay hydrated and reduce the negative effects of alcohol on the gut and the body because it is also an irritant. And if you feel like you're drinking a ton of water and you keep running to the bathroom and you keep peeing, add a pinch of salt and a squeeze of lemon to every 8 ounces. That's just going to help with absorption and stop you from going to the bathroom so much and also keep you more hydrated. You can even make drinking water fun for everybody at the party. You can add some cut up fruit into your water, put it in a big pitcher or a jug, serve it on the table. It looks beautiful. People will want to drink it and stay hydrated, and it'll just be another way to, you know, enjoy drinking the water throughout the day. So these are my 4 tips for helping you manage your gut health this holiday season, and especially on Thanksgiving where we're all gonna enjoy some good food. But try not to stress because remember, it's one day out of the year, and the goal is to be able to have a balance in life where you're eating healthy and foods that you can tolerate majority of the time, and then on occasion, special events, holidays, you're able to enjoy yourself and indulge a little bit without feeling guilty or bad or having some really bad side effects from it. So these 4 steps will again help reduce any negative side effects from eating foods you can't tolerate if you do choose to do that. I hope they're helpful. But as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment or message me. I'm here to support you guys, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the day, eat good food. I'll talk to you all soon.